Hello all, Dominic here again. Welcome to another video. I hope you're all okay today and I hope life's going great for all of you. Now today's video is going to be something video game related, so it is. And I'm actually going to be talking about a certain game release, so I am. Now, I know it might sound a bit like a review, but I'm not making it into a review, so I'm not, which is weird to say, you know what I mean? But, pardon me. But I want to sort of talk about this and, share my thoughts, and I hope you all enjoy it. So, the game release I'm going to be talking about is Rare Replay on Xbox One. Now, I know this is an old release, it came out back in 2015, but I want to sort of share my thoughts on it, so I did, and sort of just talk about it, so I do. So, obviously, Rare Replay, as we all know, it's a collection of games made by the company Rare. There's 30 on here, and I think for what Rare did, it was amazing. I think it was one of the best releases they'd done in quite some time, because they'd mostly focused on Kinect games before this. And I know obviously they came out with Sea of Thieves as well. So for this to be sort of like one of the biggest releases by Rare at the time, it got me excited. I think I was like, oh, it'd be great to see this and, get it sometime. So, yeah, it's just amazing in that way. Like I said, 30 games in this collection. And one thing I liked about it was that I got to experience some of these games I'd never played before, which was nice. And I think stuff like this, it makes especially a sort of nice experience for the younger generation who never got to experience any of these games, and it's really, really good. That's why I love stuff like, the Sega collections that have come out over the years and stuff. It's a nice way to get a good amount of games in a packet, in one package. It's really, really good. And not only does, the older generation get to revisit these games, but also you're giving the new generation their first experience, which is absolutely fantastic. It really, really is. Because obviously I still remember when it came out, when Rare Replay came out, and I really wanted to buy an Xbox One for that, but obviously I just couldn't afford it. I had the Wii U. And I remember there was rumours back at the end of 2015 that Rare Replay could be coming to the Wii U, and I thought, that'd be good, that'd be really, really good, that if we do get a release of this, then I don't have to buy an Xbox One. But it turned out the rumour was false, and Rare was not releasing it on the Wii U, so yeah. And to this day, it is still exclusive to the Xbox One, so it is. It's not on anything else, so it isn't. Even though there are people that want to see it released on the PC or the Nintendo Switch. Now, it is one collection I would love to see release on the Switch, because I think of the fact that, well, one, we got Banjo-Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It got people excited, thinking or questioning, like, oh, could we see something else in that? Could we see Rare Replay come to Switch? And it would be really, really good to see that. It really, really would, I think, because not only would people want to play these games on the Nintendo platform, but there'd be a lot of people that would want to rebuy it. I would. I would rebuy it on the Switch, because it's a fantastic collection. And it'd be nice to sort of, play it again on a different console. So it would be. But there's one big flaw with this collection. What is it? Is the way the games are built. So you might be thinking, well, what do you mean by built? So the thing about it is 29 of these games are actually built around the emulated backwards compatibility. So it is. And because of that, it makes it difficult to sort of bring it to another platform. So it is. And that's one of the biggest problems with this collection. It really, really is. Because I've spoken to many people who have always said, I'd love to play Rare Replay, but I don't want to buy an Xbox One just for that release. And I understand that. But if it's not on anything else and you want to play it, you've got no other option. Yeah, you can play the individual releases on the original hardware, but if this collection interests you, you have to buy an Xbox One to play that, and I understand that. Sometimes I understand exclusives does annoy a lot of people, but that's just how it is, you know what I mean? Exclusives makes the platform unique in its own way. It makes people want to play those games. That's just how it is. And because of that, if they brought it to the Switch, or even the PC, instead of porting the full game over, they would have to individually port every game over to it. That's the way it would work. And you've also got to look at the Xbox One's backwards compatibility, because the Xbox One's compatibility feature is different to others because it's not built the same way. When you look at it, Xbox One is not natively compatible with those games. And unlike other disc-based consoles that have that feature, you just put the disc in, it reads it, detects it, and then it just plays it like a regular console. Xbox One doesn't work like that. So the way it works is, for an original Xbox or 360 game, physical copies, you put the game in, it detects it, it checks if it's compatible, and if it is, it downloads a build of that game from the cloud onto the hard drive of the console, and then it installs the game. That's the way it works. And that's the problem with it. It really, really is. Because if they ever did bring it to the Switch or the PC, they would have to pretty much port every single game over individually. That's the way it would work. And yeah, it's just the truth about it. The only game that wasn't built like that was Grabbed by the Ghoulies. The way that was ported was, it was a full-on port, so it was. So obviously the game was an original Xbox game, ported to the Xbox One, and that's the only one that was built with that. The others were built with the emulated backwards compatibility. Grabbed by the Ghoulies was a full-on port, so it was. But if it ever came to the Switch or the PC, would I be happy about that? Easily, because I think that it's one of the releases a lot of people would love to play. But on the other hand, it's one of the releases that keeps people interested in buying the Xbox One. Because like I said, most people who own an Xbox One or want to buy one always say Rare Replay is one of the best releases on the console. And I mean that. So, do I think it could be ported in the future? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I really don't think so. It might shock us in the future, but at the meantime, I can't see it happening. But, you know what I mean? Things could change. We don't know. So, yeah, I just wanted to, share my thoughts about Rare Replay on the Xbox One. Again, I know it's a bit of a weird video, but I wanted to talk about this and, share my views about it, so I did. So I just want to say, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you look forward to seeing me tomorrow, obviously back, again, which is really, really cool. I need to sort of get used to saying that, but, because obviously with Alex doing the Friday slot all the time, you know what I mean, just made a bit weird to say that. But apart from that, hope you look forward to seeing me tomorrow and stuff. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you have a good day today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!